So this is a video that I've been struggling to make over the last 24 hours because it's just horrible what this guy has done. So James Bear, now called James because he ended up changing his name, is an animation YouTuber with over 300,000 subscribers. And as you can see, he makes some interesting content, to say the least. I have no idea how this video has almost 500,000 views. Do people actually watch this and think it's entertaining? Now, I first heard of James Bear through this tweet that Turkey Tom made. What the F did this little guy do? And why is everyone talking about him all of a sudden? And I was confused, all right? What is going on here? Why are people talking about this random guy? What exactly did he do? He slept with his sister, but don't worry, he only did it once, I think, and it was because of depression. And apparently this has been like a well-known secret for years. Like, people have known about this, and James himself has even admitted to it on multiple occasions. So let's just get into it. Friendly reminder that this guy, his 9-year-old sister, admitted he did publicly due to depression at the time, then removed everything relating to it once it died down. And this right here is the mega Bible document showcasing everything that this guy has ever done. Now, just a little fun fact about this document. It was written by a guy who was dating James' girlfriend, and most of this document is just this guy like mad, like extremely, like obsessively mad that James stole his girlfriend. Like, there's points where he's mad about animations that James has made and things that he's saying in the animations. The document is just completely unhinged. I'm not gonna be going over this thing in this video because it's like 200 pages of crap, basically. I recommend just watching some of Bo Black's stream because it's insane. The guy who wrote this is completely unhinged.
Notice how both James and Clarissa are naked. I feel sick. What do you mean they're dating? And James suddenly turned into a demon and stares at her. But oh geez, what could this possibly mean? I know. James is recreating what he did to his sister, animated with Clarissa instead.
But kind of in the middle of this 200-page document, he reveals that James had sex with his sister. So this right here is a message that James, for some reason, sent this person. It all began in February 2013 when I began to get a little friend called depression. I didn't know at the time, and I did something terrible. I had sex with my sister, which at the time I was 13 and she was 9. Fuck. If it makes you feel better, I'm suffering emotionally, and I did it because of depression. Someone told me that depression can't make you do things, and we've been doing till, I'm gonna say, between 2015 and 2016, and I know it's still affecting me. In 2014, I got beat up outside in the cold winter night, and I got sick, and that sickness could have killed me. In 2015, I gotten sick again, but while I was sick, I cried myself to sleep, and I began to lose friends. My depression kept getting to me. My dad emotionally abused me too, and so January 23rd, 2016, I began to feel like shit and I nearly took my own life, but I didn't and went to sleep. My friend Alex, I told him on that day that I should, and I forgot to tell him that I'm gonna sleep. Got worried and phoned the RCMP, and they took me to the hospital and they were checking on me to see if I'm okay, but I was. So yeah, I gotten sick again, but I'm okay. So yeah, that's what happened. But don't tell anyone, by the way. Emoji, an emoji. Yeah, that is disgusting. Now, James has actually admitted to this several times to former friends and has even made Twitter posts responding to all of this. With what's being brought up about me, I have to admit about the sister thing, it did happen, but only once. When we were just kids, and it was consensual. Anything else about me being a pedophile or grooming on minors is not true whatsoever. Those messages are over 4 years old to a 13-year-old, while I was only 16 years old. Therefore, I was a minor myself. I made a mistake when I was a kid and I didn't know it was bad, but those mistakes I made back all those years ago don't define who I am today. I'm a completely different person. I will be taking a break since the threats and the false accusations have taken a huge toll on Claire and I's mental health. So yeah, I just wanted to clear the air on that front. So yeah, his excuse for doing it with his sister is that, first of all, he was depressed, like really depressed, because he was like sick and got beat up or something, and that it was completely consensual. I mean, I just don't even want to think about the like optics of that, if you want to say like this was your sister, your younger sister. She was 9 years old. What do you mean consensual? And sure, he was 13, right? He was a minor himself, but he still did this to his sister. I'll just let you guys decide whether or not you still want to support this person if you're a fan of him. But after all of this started to resurface, he decided to go back onto his Twitter account, which is the same one that he confessed to all of this, and it's also like linked on his second channel. So this is 100% James's Twitter, but this is his response to the entire thing. My response for the 5th and final time. First of all, I would like to apologize to those who are upset and disgusted by some of the claims that are being thrown at me, by what appears to be a premeditated attack on me as a person. Second, I'm ashamed for what occurred in my past, and I'm working towards being a better human being. However, the claim of me being a pedophile, rapist, and a molester is not true. The amount of harassment and threats that I've been receiving because of this is astronomical. Third, about my past, as much as it pains me to confront it, my past was never meant to be public knowledge and was leaked 5 years ago by a person who hated my guts for ridiculous reasons, which is why that document exists. It was a childish attempt on trying to make me break up with someone they liked and wanted back. As time went on, after dealing with this situation on multiple occasions within the last 5 years of my life, I'm being labeled as a monster yet again, and I'm forced to respond to these people. My past, again, was never meant for anyone to hear and was a sick, twisted ploy to make me look bad, when really these people, and including you reading this, don't know my full story. You don't know my personal life, you don't know me personally, and you never will get to know because I don't need to tell you. I don't owe you any more attention because I'm trying to be a better human being each passing day, and again, those who have ill will against me, I'm sorry, I'm flawed just like everyone else. This will be my 5th and final response to all of this. I'm tired of having to deal with it once again, and I want to move on with my life. So yeah, here he is once again admitting to his actions. It looks like he's trying to lessen some of the pushback by changing his name, like that really does anything. Like, people know who you are, dude. Like I said, I'll let you choose whether or not to support this guy. I mean, there's some people saying, oh, he's changed, he was a minor, he was a kid, but like most people don't sleep with their family members and then try to justify it by saying they were depressed. That's not a justification. That sounds like you took advantage of your sister. So yeah, these are just my thoughts on this entire situation. If you guys have enjoyed, be sure to hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel.